Yeah, but I think what Vivi admitted that he was wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did admit that. No, I did say this thing, and then I do apologize.
Did he swear at you, or like did he use vulgar language?
No,
okay.
no, I wouldn't even allow that. Yeah, I would be very sensitive there.
A very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of Bonus Star. Guys, we've made it to episode 2 and we are super excited. I go by the name of Lisa, and of course, I am not flying solo. I'm with my beautiful co-host. I would let her introduce herself, and of course, the legend in the house. So yeah.
I don't know what to say after that beautiful intro. Anyway, guys, I go by the name of Zamakulu. I am one of your co-hosts for Bonus Star. And the person that we have today, he is a phenomenon in his right.
Of course.
He's won the PSL in 2013 with Kaizer Chiefs.
Yes.
Telkom Knockout as well in 2010, as well as a MTN 8 runner-up in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So he is a football king. He's a legend.
He's a legend.
Those who know him would know him as Uvulavala, or they would say Bambelela Siachiga,
Yes.
or the usual one, sole provider. So yes, we do have someone in the house who we really want to get to know off pitch and just get a feel of how everything has been. We miss him on the pitch. We actually
do.
We miss him.
No, thanks. Yeah,
Actually, it's so funny because our Uber driver, when we came, we were telling him that before we came here, when we were leaving our house, we were like, we're going to be interviewing Abia Nale, and he's like, please ask him about his dreads.
His dreads
it's something that we want to know about. Why did you cut them?
Yeah, it was long overdue. I think growing up also. Yeah.
Did you have them for a long time?
Yeah, since I was like high school.
Yes,
Yeah, so I think it was grade 8 or they call it standard 6.
It was different for me.
It
When I
was.
saw the interview, because we watched an interview of him, I'm like, where are his dreads?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
From development, since I've been having triathlones. And then,
So you grew up in the Val, am I correct by saying that?
Yes.
Yeah, and
Shout
how
out
was it?
Sebokeng.
Sebokeng, how was it growing up there?
No, back then things were not that, harsh like life, how it is now. Yeah, all we did was we were playing soccer, different sports, and I think back then soccer here in the Val was the most popular things because we have a lot of guys who were playing professional back then. So I think it was okay because a lot of opportunities also. We could travel as a team from Val to Joburg,
Nice.
trials and everything. Unlike now, because you can't let your kid at the age of 10
Definitely.
to travel alone that side. Things are different. So I think things were okay this side, and there were a lot of opportunities, especially from the guys from Val.
Okay. So I want to know a little bit more about your background in football. When did you start developing the love, to want to play football? Has it always been something that you always wanted, or you would play with your friends and someone would always tell you no, you can go far? Just give us a background around your football.
Yeah.
Start.
Personally, I didn't. My uncle, Abia Nale. He was the one in the family who used to play soccer, but we could go watch him there. But then I didn't have that interest, to be honest, because I was this naughty one. I wanted to try all of these things. And, I think, at the age of 8 or, I can't remember, but then I decided to play around, the street where I was staying. Everywhere I go, even when I was young, they will tell me, the great, which is my uncle. I was like, no. I've watched those guys there in Everton, but it didn't make sense to me because
You just saw football in Jay.
No. I think by that time I could understand, but
Okay.
he was playing with people that didn't know football. But everyone there will be like, you saw this one. I know. So there was someone who invited me to play, like a friend, just around in the street there. And then we played, and then after that I was like, these people, they can't play soccer. And then, they invited me also to come train with them with the academy. I think it was Burning Spears, ne? Burning Spears, Zone 10. And then even there, I just went there, sitting there by myself in the corner, play. And then I started from there, and then I played for Milton in Three Rivers. And then we went for trials, in Orlando Pirates trials. I think it was Langlachte. And then I think, from there, I just went for first day. And then Coach Palacios, Coach Esther, they just invited me back on Monday. I must bring all my documents.
Is this with Pirates now?
Yeah.
Pirates
Oh, okay.
development,
But before we actually go forward with Pirates, when all of that is happening, because you're saying the person who played football in your family was your uncle, right?
Yeah.
And then next thing, you advancing, you're going to different levels.
Yeah.
Do you still have that thing of it's just football, or you actually realizing this could possibly be a career for me?
I think only when I joined Pirates, because now now it's you in Joburg, and then you get to meet this other professional. You play for Pirates, you cutting rays for derbies, and then that feeling, it gets there, and then you see other guys, driving.
The big cars.
Yeah, you be like, one day.
That's gonna be me.
Yeah, but we all knew that it won't be possible without hard work. So I had to be different than them.
Definitely.
Yeah, because they all skillful. Yeah, talents. They had talents, especially in the Val. So I regard myself I was not talented in terms of skills and everything, but with hard work, I knew with my hard work.
I know the way you would touch the ball around. No way.
Yeah, it's because of the hard work, the way I was doing
put
extra
in.
sessions, the way I was training, and I was doing extra sessions so that I can easily get out of difficult situations. Yeah, not because I want to show boat and everything. Yeah, that if you can say I must struggle and do those things, I can't do them because it was not my thing. Because I was working hard so that if it gets tough there, I will be able to get out of those situations. Yeah.
And what are some of the professional players you were with at the academy, if you can remember, Orlando Pirates?
There's a lot of them. It's back then it was Sebokeng Mokoena, Close the late Senzo.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Walaza, excellent Walaza.
Excellent Walaza.
Yeah, Gift Liremi was there.
So it was big names.
Yeah, Pomutso Manenze, Lucas Twala, most of the guys that were promoted to first team and the mid name to even Tukutuku.
That's big players.
And I think also Vilagazi, because some of them they were bigger. I think
Was Munip Joseph there as well?
it's a keeper.
At that time?
No.
He wasn't.
Yeah, Makosonke Bengu. There's a lot of them. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
How long were you there for at the Pirates Academy?
I think 8 years.
8 years.
Oh.
Yeah, 8 years.
That's quite a long time.
That's a long time. In that 8 years, are you like starting to get frustrated that okay, were you in the so you were in the academy,
for 7 6
Yeah.
7 or 6.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got promoted.
And then no, I went for a loan. I think it was at the age of 17 or 18.
Okay.
I went to many Rangers.
Okay.
Yeah, many Rangers. After they got relegated from PSL. So I went to many Rangers for 6 months. I think 6 months. 6 months. And then I went back to Pirates, first team. And then because there was a lot of stars back then.
Yeah,
50 of us. 50 of us. So I look at myself, look at the competition. I can't compete with Jabutule.
Wait, he was at Pirates at some point?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I think for me, I knew him a lot when he was
the
at
history
Kaiser
of
Chiefs.
him.
Yeah.
So in what are the hardships that people face in the academies? Like what were the hardships that you faced, let me say, when you were still at the academy?
Sure. Remember, at the academy, it's all about progressing, developing of a player. So if you don't catch up with the stuff that they're trying to show you, and then it becomes difficult. So one of the most things is like playing for especially Pirates or Chiefs. It's not about developing. It's all about progressing, and then we want to be one of the best academies in South Africa. So when you selected to play for that academy, it means you must go there. You're not there so that they can teach you the basics from where you're coming from. So from here you must go up.
Progress to the next level.
So and then if you, especially when you come from Gasi, and then to adapt to other developments like Pirates, Chiefs and Salams, it was difficult back then because all the coaches, we had coaches from overseas. They tried to teach us this. We call it what is this? A book, soccer book over. Maybe
like a manual.
Textbook.
Yeah. Because textbook football. Because back then we didn't know about that. We were like, hey, this one you will tell us. We tell us about this and then. But as time goes on, then we like, only if we managed to listen to those ones who were trying to teach us. Because that's when we had a lot of coaches coming to South Africa. And then even our own South African coaches, they start, learning and then getting these courses and everything.
So then, obviously you're playing at the academy, then you get a call to go and play for the first team. At that time, do you feel like I'm deserving, or do you feel like this is something big for you, or you feel like this is something you've been waiting for?
Yeah, when I was called, I was excited, but me being honest with myself, getting there and looking at these big names. Yeah, I think more than 30 plus, all of them. Yeah, they were big. Our Chansa, they were there.
You had anxiety. You were scared or pressure.
No, not even.
Have to work now.
Not even. You must work for something that you see sometimes. Sometimes you have to be honest with yourself.
And you're just starting up. I mean, you just came from the academy and
already then
big stars.
I went to that loan with many Rangers. Which I did well, and then we managed to survive relegation. And then they wanted me also to stay for another season, and I was happy with that. And then at that time also, Golden Hours, they saw me because many Rangers was in Durban. So I got some calls from Golden Hours, the late Rocky Madlala. And then, so there were options, even City Pillars, because by then they were selling Tekomidise to Supersport. So
Sisi Pillars was at PSL at that time.
no,
Oh,
NFD.
NFD. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when they were selling they go to Supersport, so they wanted me to be the replacement there.
Okay.
And
You also mentioned Golden Arrows, and I think in one of the interviews that you did, you said that it gave you a lot of opportunities. What are some of the opportunities that you got from Golden Arrows?
I went to Golden Hours, I think 2006
Mm.
or 7, yeah. And also they had big stars also, but they believed, in the young talent,
That's nice.
and giving someone a chance.
A chance.
Yeah, just one game. And fortunately, I scored that first game. I think we played against Platinum Stars.
Nice.
Yeah, I scored and then we lost. I think I scored first goal. It was my first goal.
Mm.
And then from there, I didn't look back. I was like, from now on, I've got, the confidence for PSL. And yeah, so I think I enjoy most of my football with Golden Hours.
That's nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I do believe is it a club where you actually won Man of the Match 4 times,
Four
like
times
consistently
in a row.
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and we, like the team there, we had a good team, like Abudi Khajo, Senamela, Papizo Twani, Mabudi.
Mabuti
Yeah, Mabuti Kenyeza. She was actually saying that when she sees you, she actually thinks of
Mabuti Kenyeza.
Yeah. No, we had a good relationship with him. Yeah, even after Golden Arrows, he left, and then everywhere I go play, Mabuti
You
would
would
be
be
there.
there. I think that's the reason why I was like, you
so
remind me
we'll
of
be like this, Even first time I went to national team, he was the one who welcomed me, and because you'll get those big boys from overseas, Macbeth, they will be you don't know, you don't know how to greet them. You're hot man, sure. So yeah, so the first experience with Bafana, yeah.
He was there.
He was there. He was
Wow,
there,
beautiful.
and because Mabuti he's arrogant, because he's arrogant naturally. Yeah, with his talent also.
Yeah.
So if you don't want me here, I'll go somewhere and then I will still make it there.
I watched your interview. You did mention that you didn't have an agent throughout your football career.
Yeah.
You didn't have any agent. Why is that? Because most players do have agents, like someone who's gonna negotiate on your behalf. When a team wants you, he'll look at the deal for you and all that. Why didn't you have?
I think back then we didn't need agents. Back then, I think now football, there's a lot of dynamics happening around. There's endorsements and there's investments of what, and then there's these academies and opportunities overseas. But back then, I didn't feel there's a need, because the only thing that, as a player, you can be agent yourself by putting work there. Then if you know what you want, you can negotiate for whatever you want by that time. And I didn't see a need, because if I wanted 10 rand, I know I want 10 rand.
So there wasn't really much of a difference between a player that had an agent at that time and the one that didn't have.
I wouldn't say, because you spend a lot of time training, playing. So some of deals, endorsements, like your Puma, your Nike, and they can help you there.
So basically, the role of an agent, is it monetary value? Like in essence, like 80% of it.
I wouldn't know.
Because you're saying now, like that.
No. I'm saying some of the deals, they can. You won't have a time to go knock with Lotto. As a player, you go to Lotto. I want sponsor. Hey, I'm Abia Nale. I'm playing for Orlando Pirates. I want sponsor. I want you to sponsor me. There's what I want. I want 50,000. I want 10 pairs of boots per season. I want this and that, those packages. And remember back then also things with especially with the endorsements or sponsorship, they were not that much popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying back then I don't think we
You needed
It was
it.
really
Yeah.
whether you had or not.
yeah.
So let's also talk about your time at Kaizer Chiefs. How was it being with the big club?
Yo, I think Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah. It was nice there.
It was Hollywood.
I know,
He actually said that in one of the interviews that it was Hollywood.
Yeah. You know, when first time I got there to sign a contract, I watched the village there. I was like, yeah. After training, I'll stay here until 6 o'clock. You know, practicing. There's everything. You know? Yeah, there's everything, and you know, Kaizer Chiefs also. It's one of the biggest teams in Africa.
Yeah,
definitely.
And professionalism, it's there. Everything is there. So whatever you needed there, if you go there 8 o'clock in the morning, you can go home 5 o'clock.
Jersey
And
number
then-
11. Oh, guys, it's so
Jersey
vivid in
number-
my head. By the way, like,
Those
it's the
dress
reason,
notes.
because we mentioned, guys, in the beginning of the interview that, like, when he answered to our request, I cried a little because it's a trigger. Because, like, I used to watch you with my uncle, and now he's late. Like, you'd be so proud of me to be like, you know, you here now.
No. So, how was your relationship then with the players when you got to Kaizer Chiefs? The coach, the players. Did they give you a warm welcome as well?
Yeah, I think when I got there, yeah, we had a bigger squad also with big names. You know, like Abu Tiki Tiki,
Tiki yo.
Abu Arthur. Yeah, there was a lot of guys, but you know, big teams, everyone is watching his head there. So when I, as a youngster, when you get there, you must just, you know, focus on what you're going to do, why you there. And yeah, once you can get your feet down there, and then you keep things rolling, and then yeah, the rest you will see. Whatever that happens out of the field,
So I want to know, right, when you got to Chiefs, there was probably already a set squad of, okay, we know who the starting is or who's going to play first half, whatever. So when you came, did you have to prove yourself to the coach at that time that you're capable of, you know, running the whole game, or did you have any proving to do? Or they had already seen your talent from Golden Arrows and they were like, okay, we'll put you straight in our games?
yeah, I think when they bought me, they knew my strengths and what I can bring to the team, and yeah, it was easy also because I could play all these positions, left, right,
I mean, you were playing
striker.
it too.
Yeah, so it was an advantage for me because I think my first game I played as a number 10. And then second half I played, I don't know if I ended up playing as a winger, right wing, because I was just playing there. Yeah. So most of the games, I think second season, that's when I was playing as a left winger, and because from hours I was playing as a striker, you know, number 10. So Chiefs second season, they were playing me as a winger. That's when I started to be a winger. Yeah.
So now that we know how it was when you got to Kaizer Chiefs, I mean the players, I want to talk about your relationship a little bit with Coach Vivi. I know there was an incident that happened and a conflict.
Your uncle is just there in the background.
Can you talk about that a little?
Yeah. Who's Vivi Gonje?
Which one? Vladimir from
Oh.
the one and only.
The one who, I think he was coaching Pirates also, ne?
Yes.
No.
And you said he would do well in Pirates in one of your interviews.
Yeah, at least he won something. Ne?
Yeah, I think he did actually.
He did change a bit.
So you know him, you know the Vivi we're talking about.
Yeah, no. Actually, I spoke to him when he started to join Pirates. So we played against Orlando Pirates, and then I had a chance after Kaizer Chiefs to talk to him. Hey, coach, how's it? How's things here? It's okay. Hey, but you know when you are, he said what? When you are in India or something, they play those pianos and they come out. So I didn't understand what he was talking about. Yeah, so he was telling me about the snakes, that he's still playing pianos now. The snakes are coming out. Oh, the snakes are coming to bite you, coach. And he didn't even last, you know. Yeah, I think he was one of the good coaches, and you know, he wanted only hard workers.
He only wanted hard workers.
Yeah. So even from his trainings, you know, every coach he's got the way he wants the team to play, and I think the time we did well. We won Telkom twice in a year. Remember there was this World Cup saga thing where the other players were there. So Telkom, they had to, I think it's 2020, 2010, yeah. They had to squeeze Telkom, I think it was December and March, or yeah. So we did well. We did well, and we had our own differences, you know.
Yeah.
The way he wants us to play, and so some of us, if we can't do, we can't. You know, there's a limit sometimes.
You're not perfect.
Yeah, there's a limit. So
I'm actually surprised that you saying okay that he was a good coach and everything, because judging from what I've learned about your career when you were at Kaizer Chiefs, right? Like people, there was actually a point where on Twitter your name was going on, and people would say, you would say that Vivi is the one who might have ruined Abia Nale's career. So I know there's a factor of the substitution thing that happened.
That incident. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was against Golden Arrows. Yeah. So the thing is, the way he substituted me and the way he will go on, maybe during halftime, about, because now we are playing Golden Hours, because he knew I was from Golden Hours. The way he will go on about me not doing well, but now I've created 2 goals. I think we were 2-0 up, and then I'll be like, this coach, I don't know what he wants now. So he was always, you know, on my case. So then I didn't, you know, when you play for Chiefs, there's always a lot of supporters and then there's noise. So I think he was trying to send a message across, because I was playing as a right wing then, and then I didn't even hear what he was saying, and then he just called me. I thought maybe he's going to say something to me. So I thought, hey, come, you go out now. Hey,
Is that how you speak?
Yeah, you go out now. I was like, So because now during halftime he was on my case, and you know, I was even
like saying what when he was on your case, like during that time. Is he saying you're not creating enough opportunities for goals? Like,
I don't listen to him. I'm not doing anything there, you know, and I'll be like, I don't understand this one. So I spoke to one of the senior players. Man, help me, man, Machita. What's happening? No, this one is crazy. You were doing just fine. You just created 2 goals. So what more does he want from you? I was like, I don't understand. So that's when I went out there. So he was trying to say some things, and I said, no, coach, I don't think I'll want to talk to you. If you don't want me in your team, just let me go now, and I can even go now. Yeah,
he said that.
I told him, There on the field there before I went out. I can even go now. Then I
Was it like
sitting there.
like when that incident happened? Was it because so many things have happened before and you were just frustrated?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, it was not a one day thing.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Where you just like
So it's
okay,
a build up of the things that you picking
You've
up
been
like
saying.
every day, training,
Is it?
games, and so I think that incident.
You
was
just exploded. You were
yeah,
enough.
yeah. I was enough, and then I needed to do that, and then I just left. You know.
So this is this happening to you only or to other players as well?
I don't know about other players, but it happens to me, and sadly, kapaka bad luck yaka, and then the whole South Africa had to notice that, or experience that. So
And what are the senior players saying about this?
I don't know. I didn't even talk to them. Yeah, so I just left. I just went to my.
Because I'm thinking if they're seeing this as an ongoing thing, maybe they would have tried to like intervene or like speak to the coach or do
Exactly.
something as
You
senior
speak to the
players.
coach, and then when I say senior player,
you won't play
I
the
go
match.
there. Yeah. So there, it's every man for himself.
So you can't even go to like, because obviously there's someone above Vivi as a head coach. There's someone who's above him that you can go and speak to, like management. Like to, because I mean, if Chiefs like sees that okay, you're actually an asset in our team, and you're not happy as a player, right? Like I feel like his cries would have been valid if you went maybe to someone above instead of maybe, don't you think? Or
No,
couldn't you
eventually
have
I
went?
did.
You went.
Yeah, I did.
And how did that go?
Well, yeah. Yeah, it went well because when I went to management, I just told them no, I want to leave.
Okay.
You know? So they asked why you want to leave. I was like,
And you told them.
I want to go where my services will be valued, and then where I'll have someone as a father, especially a coach. You know. Because we were in the boardroom with Dante Kaiser and Bobby, Abdul, and the coach himself. So I was like, I don't think Coach Vivi is a father figure to me personally. I don't know with other players and everything. So they asked me, why are you saying that? It's because of that incident. I'm over that incident, you know. Because now what happened, he stopped me from, writing my exams. Because when I was Chiefs, I was doing, I think it was project management. Yeah, project management.
You were studying.
Yeah, I was studying.
Where were you studying?
With Sebokeng.
Okay.
Yeah. So he stopped me from writing exams because every Friday I was not attending training. Yeah, morning. So I'll just go to camp. They understand because especially when exams, when I'm writing exams. So he told everyone there, no one will go to school, no one will ask me anything. I think it's after we lost against Baroka.
Yeah. Were you the only one studying at that time?
I think so, yeah.
So,
yeah.
okay.
So you, from what I saw there, he was directing those things to me.
Now the whole team has to suffer because of you, because he's saying on Fridays now, no one is going to do this, no one is going to do that.
But he knows he was directing those things to me.
Yeah, he just couldn't talk to you directly.
Yeah, but then I spoke to them and then it was resolved. Yeah, we spoke with Coach Vivi, and then he told me, I was angry because how can we lose against Baroka? And I was like, okay.
So when you're in the boardroom with like Bobby, Tatem Tawong and all that, do they have this thing of okay, we'll just let you go because you're not happy, or they're trying to also fight for you to say, you know what, we really value you in our team. Can you stay? Or
remember they don't interfere with coaches or anything. Chiefs. So they listen to you, and then they listen to coach, and then both of you, it's either you make peace or
So they don't intervene, and they're not.
They
anyway.
can't say that this is the one who's wrong, this is the one who's right, or let's try to find a solution. Or
yeah, but I think what Vivi admitted that he was wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did admit that. No, I did say this thing, and then I do apologize.
Did he swear at you, or like did he use vulgar language?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, I wouldn't even allow that. Yeah, I would be there Sun City. Maybe I will be in Sun City if
And
you
then
had used
I
it.
think it was when you were at Kaiser Chiefs when you were called for the first team, if I'm correct.
Oh,
The
the
squad.
squad. Bafana
Sorry,
Bafana.
Bafana Bafana.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But who was the coach? Is it Santana?
Yeah.
Santana.
Who was Santana?
Yeah, Santana.
Yes,
Santana.
it was him.
Oh,
Yes.
Santana.
How was it playing for the squad?
Yeah, it was nice.
Mm.
Yeah, because I think that time we were preparing for World Cup, ne? And then there was big names only there. So
Yosimpiwe Shabalala.
yeah.
Yeah,
Aaron
the World
Mokoena.
Cup-
Wait,
World
did you play
Cup.
with Aaron Mokoena?
Yeah,
ne?
Aaron Mokoena.
Matthew Booth. Was he?
No,
No,
no.
He hadn't.
Mabet Sibaya, Steven Pinar,
Oh yes,
Mm.
McCarthy
Benny.
wasn't.
2010 was not there.
Ben was there. Yo, Katlehong Phela was there.
Yeah, 2010.
2010
yeah,
was
Kagiso,
there,
Dikgatsho,
Kagiso.
Tekomedise.
Yeah, Renelo Lutulonyane.
Yeah, that team that went to for World Cup.
Mm.
Yeah, I went that time when it was that, and then I think when they streamed to 25 or 30, ne? That's when I was not featured.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a nice experience. I think Coach Pizzo was there also.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Coach Pizzo was there, so at least Coach Pizzo could recognize me.
Yeah.
Coach Santana. He didn't even know me. Yeah. Oh, who are you? Oh, my player. So,
Like what advice would you give to like the youngsters that are coming up wanting to be in the football sphere?
yo, it's difficult to go to advise Bona, these youngsters especially. But I think one thing it's all about not giving up, nje. Yabo? Because I don't think it will be easy. Like you mentioned, out of 10, yabo, only one maybe one. So go group leona like Bobo Academy, another group, so but we know okay, not 50 players or 100 players turn to professional.
So sad.
Yeah, just knowing why Baba Bakapile. So but it's good from Lekobona or Habatibi that says truth. Or hardly 10.
But why are you not transparent with them? Just tell them, oh, this is the reality.
Yeah, that's why they mustn't give you up. They must put a lot of hard work. What do give up as putting hard work? Talent, that's next. Go for talent.
Yeah.
Talent,
Yes,
yeah, so go for talent, but discipline le hard work ke yona e tlo etsa hore ke o shine above the rest o tlo bonahala le luck ke greater luck ya ha hore re tla lo bua le ntho le gogo mama ai
it's not gonna
spana kada wena we create le wena ba re wena ai wa loya yeah ke hard work ya ha o robale biso ya ba robetse
Wena
o robale wa trainer yeah, o fitla ai wa tsa fitla ka kitla bana ne ka ra o no loya ka nthi a o ni tshwaretse bicycle o ka tlung ka mane o batla o improve ntwe a1 nje aspect le hore ke wa hlole and hape you know hore ba botse you know asking the coach nje I wanna trick him a good gore if I wanna coach am rata mdladisi it's fine ya ko yena coach ha ona hana o ka improve ko kae ba bo I really want to improve my game ba bo ke batla go spanel
Those things, take initiative, I guess.
Yeah. Le ena ha di wana ke re wa thika ba bo one day la ke tla tla ko wena imagine o thole breakthrough ya ha o se ready
Yo,
so every day tlamile o prepare how to say tlamile o no ka sheno ke nna
guys, you've heard from the legend himself.
The legend himself.
If you're an upcoming footballer, take words of advice from him, if anything.
I think also the most important thing, guys, when it comes to football, you'll correct me, obviously, the legend. Discipline as a player. How important is it to remain disciplined?
I think you're a key part to career and then how long are you going to be
relevant for
in this in your career how many years and all of that
because there's a lot of things that come with football, like the fame as well. You know, you mentioned cars as well. So you think it's very important.
Can easily ruin it.
Yeah, no. But I think re a go bona. A ke re ke rona re etsa hore re be da. So if we start over one of the best players and then one thing o tlo bana le yona o tlo bana le this social media
Instagram
ke WhatsApp ke Instagram ke Facebook ke Twitter TikTok and then now oba popular ko batho and then ba like ba etsa nini wa bona ho like mama yellow bone nyana ke yellow bone e re DM ba ke DM akere DM after DM ai dianta and then oba spaces sa bona spaces sa bona hape even if le physically so you start you go akere ha o sa khona dula ha matshulo spotong kana so le da
so ya sentin
wa bona mo tabu re mo tabu and then ke bo ma di lunch
so Marone, don't you think if Nakolen during your times if social media was there maybe you would have DM
no le social media
thing at that time
they
got Instagram was it there already? No, Instagram. I think nearly WhatsApp, nearly Facebook. It wasn't as big as it is now.
So,
Facebook?
No, Facebook was big at that
but
time.
No, give me that Instagram, like body pictures and all that.
Okay.
So, you were never that person, Lwana, that would...
Akazanga bana le ona, nikibona amantsiba, nikisheba le bona re le camp. Oh, you Facebook. Kaufel, I think until 2016. Yeah, 2016. 15, 16, somewhere more. Go on a moga, I'll get on WhatsApp.
So, no, that's on
16. WhatsApp, Instagram.
You only got WhatsApp in 2016?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not
it just did not care.
No, it's not about people the phone. Yeah, no,
So it's the discipline that he's referring to, basically, that.
Maybe happy. I think ba too much go ba true. Banale ba true, and then sometimes you end up lay a wrong crowd, you know. But advice are wrong, you know. I think sometimes you ba alone, uba le spaces are how, uba bone mhlang uba bona ambathu, if you go out via mhlang high or weekend ziyakhala manje.
So speaking of social media, we had some of our fanatics. So the people that watch Bonus Star, we call them fanatics. So we had them. They had actually questions for you that they wanted to ask. So, so I'm just gonna ask those questions. I'm sure you guys are wondering what is she doing with the book. So we've got a question from Akile Yola. He wanted to know that who was your difficult opponent as a player, because it seems like you're always cruising. That's a good one. That's a good one. Shout out to you, Akile.
You. Can I give man this? Lucas Twala.
Lucas Twala. Was he your, like that one person?
Yeah, because we played development the golf. So when there was a derby against Pirates,
it was a problem. It is a problem.
Yeah. Sometimes they get tired ke balele ka mane ka mo hiding. I know nali mahot mani bo jele bo lekhwathi. Oh, even if ke zama ke re ke fitile.
It was
difficult. So yeah, I know.
He tried to be, so he gave you 3 at least. Okay, so lastly we have from Gary Smith. He wanted to know why did he cut his dreadlocks. We already established that, Gary, sorry. And then he was asking if you were not playing, what would you have been? If you were not a soccer player.
Bishop of one of the churches.
You'd have been a bishop.
Yeah.
Praise God. Praise God. So thank you so much. I think
we can go on forever. I still want to ask more questions.
Actually, we had a lot of questions for you. But this was so fun, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And I think this is it from us and the legend. How do you feel?
I'm sitting next to Mr. Nale, guys. But thank you so much for giving us your time. You know, so many households, you are not there physically, but spiritually, like just watching you through football, we felt like you were in our houses, you know. I for one would say that. So we truly appreciate you. You are one of SA's legends. And we hope all the best with the Abia Nale Foundation. So what like, how can people get through to the foundation? Like, do you have trials or like, how can
With the
youngsters,
academy.
yeah.
No, not even trials. We always I think during school days, from Wednesday, yeah, from Wednesday like 3:00. Yeah.
Wednesday 3:00.
Yeah, Wednesday to Friday, and then Friday there's grassroots. So
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
That's nice.
Anale 1 month.
Mama,
Yeah, what trainer? I'm a trainee.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
So do you guys have a social media page or like contacts where people can get you if anyone wants to?
Yeah, go Zakaria Nale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we'll just write the numbers or something on our page then.
I just wanted to ask you one more question before I forget. The interview you did last year, you said you hadn't retired. Are you retired now? I'm not gonna say.
And I got an interview.
We are protecting the source.
No, I know. Get an interview A1 is limo. So get the interview last day A1.
But are you retired?
Have you hung up the boot?
You haven't. So if a coach approaches you now and they ask you to...
they give you time a little bit.
So you still are playing. If the opportunity comes, you still take the opportunity.
Anything is possible. Maybe at this interview, like they'll be like, no, actually, sole provider. We miss him.
That's possible.
Yeah,
45.
How old is who's this? How old is Messi or Ronaldo? Because they're still playing.
They're still playing.
36 or something.
Yeah, I think Ronaldo is like 38. And I know Sean Bartlett played until he was like 40 something.
Una sabapali sho na hita fe. Na hita fe.
Oh, thank you so much,
much.
guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, to comment, like.
Tell your
Just
friends.
give us your views about this interview. But anyway, it's wrap for now.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you want to say something, please comment down below. You guys can also engage with us and tell us who you would like to see on the show. Thank you so much, Fanatics. It's been so amazing. From me and Rama and the legends. Mwah.